Hello everybody, welcome to another Smithy Geek video. We're here with WWE 2K22 Universe Mode. If you're just coming into this episode, I did a draft on the last episode, so go look at that. I know it's an hour video, but you'll see who's on each roster, who the tag teams are and whatnot. It's a good time, and you get a better idea of how the rosters work here in 2K22. Now, before we get started here, in the first episode, the first week of our universe mode, let's go to the shows here. So I did everything. I kind of fixed everybody's superstar things like enemies and, you know, face and heel and whatnot. Everything I could edit, I could. I put the tag teams together, made their finishers, made their entrances, and yeah. So let's go into Raw. As you can see, we've done things a little different here on Monday Night Raw. First off, there are going to be obviously 50 participants. There's going to be 6 matches each show. I don't know if we're going to watch every show. Every match. But we'll get there when we get there. It's going to be a default match table, just whatever comes up. But for the first few weeks, I think for the first month at least, I'm going to put some matches in that kind of ties in, because we're going to crown our new champions. Our new champions at the first pay-per-view, which is WrestleMania Backlash. So, as you can see here, the world title is a little different. Not the WWE title. Well, it is the WWE Championship, but I decided to change it to the Undisputed Championship. It's not quite the one in the game. As you can see, there's a modern WWE logo at the top. So it was off Community Creations, and I thought, hey, it looked good, why not use it? So that is going to be the main championship, the WWE Championship on Monday Night Raw, with the current US Championship as the secondary men's title. I like this. I like the look of this championship, and I haven't seen it in game yet, so we're gonna experiment with it. For the tag team titles, I found this on Community Creations as well. It's kind of a spin on the NXT UK championships, and I do like those championships a lot. And it's red, and I was like, sweet, let's do it. So the Raw Tag Team Championships are going to be that, and as you can see, the Raw Women's Championship is a different championship as well. It looked kind of neat, and it's has much more personality than the usual network logo championship. So I thought, why not? Let's do that. Now, looking at the divisions, we did this last stream as well, but just to look at the divisions here, we don't have a champion yet, but we have John Cena, Edge, Drew McIntyre, Shawn Michaels, AJ Styles, Walter, Roddy Piper, Jeff Hardy, John Morrison, Mr. McMahon, Sami Zayn in the world title picture. In the US title picture, it's going to be Johnny Gargano, Riddle, MVP, Cameron Grimes, Montez Ford, Drew Gulak, Grand Metalik, Tyler Breeze, Akira Tozawa, Mace, and Fandango. Not necessarily great mid-card for Raw, but hey, we're dealing with the cards we're dealt in the rando. We live and we die by the rando. Of course, our tag teams, we have the Hart Foundation, we have Imperium, Humberto Carrillo and Randy Orton, Kalisto and Rey Mysterio, Damian Priest, Kushida, and Chad Gable, Kyle O'Reilly, with Cedric Alexander and Jordan Devlin at the bottom. So we have 7 teams, which is pretty good. And of course, our stacked women's roster for Monday Night Raw: Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair, Trish Stratus, Chyna, Io Shirai, Bayley, Alexa Bliss, Dakota Kai, Sonya Deville, Kaylee Ray, Nia Jax, Ember Moon, Lana, and Natalya. So that's a big list for the women, but it's a division. We gotta stick with it. And of course, we're not gonna do any women's tag team titles. That's not necessary. Nothing's gonna be defended. So we're just doing a beefed up women's division here. So that is the Raw side. Now for the SmackDown side, we have the same things, but our championships are magnifique. Let me tell you. Our world championship is the world kind of a mash, a correlation between the NXT championship the framework of the NXT Championship, but the design of the old World Heavyweight Championship with a little blue earth at the bottom, which looked nice, and it looks nice in game. So we're gonna do with that the World Championship on SmackDown. We're gonna do a little twist on the current Intercontinental Championship. We made it the colors of the old white Intercontinental Championship. So again, a spin on nostalgia and, you know, thinking of the past, but looking towards the future. You know what I mean? So we have the white strap with the kind of gold, black, and blue going on there. That's going to be the mid-card title for SmackDown. We got a call to the past here. Pretty much old SmackDown Tag Team Championships. So with the network logo at the at the top, it looks kind of good. So I was like, you know what? Let's do it. You know, nothing to lose. And the Women's Championship is actually a play on the World Championship for the men. So, again, Community Creations is going wild at the moment. So, I thought to pick that up and use it for our SmackDown Women's Championship. So, that's the championships on SmackDown for the divisions. We have, what a division for the World title. We have The Undertaker, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, Demon Finn, Bobby Lashley, Scott Hall, Macho Man Randy Savage, Cesaro, Dolph Ziggler, Kane, Kofi Kingston, Shane McMahon, William Regal. And we needed 13 people on each division, so I decided to bring over William Regal from the mid-card. Now for the mid-card is, it's a little weaker, but, you know, it's okay. We have Happy Corbin, Karrion Kross, Santos Escobar, Elias, Dexter Lumis, Dominic Dijakovic. That's right, we have Dominic, not T-Bar, Dominic Dijakovic, Fabian Eichner, Ivar, Dominic Mysterio, two Dominics, Team Dominic here, Angelo Dawkins, Titus O'Neil, R-Truth, Lindsay Dorado, and Slapjack. So, again, I forgot to put MVP, no, not MVP, who's Santos Escobar in the mid-card title. That's why there's one more than the world title. For tag teams, we have the Usos, we have Swerve, Scott, and Ricochet, we have Legado del Fantasma, Mansoor the Miz, Arya Daivari and Booker T, Oni Lorcan, and Timothy Thatcher. Now, there's 6 teams here. Could we make another one? Sure, but I don't think we necessarily need one just at this moment. But maybe after the first pay-per-view or the second pay-per-view, we'll make one. But nevertheless, we're okay. And we have a pretty decent women's roster here on SmackDown. It's going to be Rhea Ripley, Asuka, Shayna Baszler, Candice LeRae, Naomi, Mickie James, Mandy Rose, Lacey Evans, Carmella, Tamina, and Dana Brooke. So that's where we are right now. That's the rosters. That's the tag teams. Speaking of the tag teams, let's go to the tag teams. I made all the tag teams already. No need to go through that. So, and there's some little stories between each one. I had to make something up in my mind because this team right here is something that, like, I looked at the team when we drafted it on the YouTube video. I was like, what am I gonna do with this team? What am I gonna do? So this is called the Apex Academy. MVP is you know, kind of looking to the next future stars here and trying to kind of rough him into shape. And he's leading this type of not, I guess, academy type school where they toughen up the wrestlers and become, you know, main event talent. And his top I guess top professor or top superstar is Randy Orton, and he's gonna train the newcomer Humberto Carrillo. Now we got the Bad Batch. We got Breeze, Alexander, and Devlin here, and kind of play on the Star Wars Bad Batch series. And I just thought it was okay. I mean, there's nothing really special about this squad. They're just here to wreck shop, I guess, you know. Then we got the Bloodline, of course. How can you go and not keep the Bloodline intact? Roman Reigns and the Usos on SmackDown. They're here to Roman Reigns, probably a top guy to become world champion. Of course, the Usos top tag team. So we'll see how that goes. We have Bulletproof between Ricochet and Swerve Scott. So this team, I mean, they're high flyers. They go all around the ring. And I mean, I couldn't think of any better names. If you have better names for these teams, please, I implore you to go into the comment section and think of a better team for these, a better name for these teams. I just put something together quickly when I was making this. So yeah, if you have any opinions, questions, concerns, please put them either in the chat or in the comments below on the YouTube video. Now we got a few screws loose. I do like this name. A few screws loose with R-Truth, Oni Lorcan, and Timothy Thatcher. Timothy Thatcher and Oni Lorcan, Oni Lorcan, excuse me, are going to be the tag team. And I just thought it was a funny name, so I kept with it. The Hands of Time. I just, you know, my mind and my brain goes in weird ways. So we have Kushida and Damian Priest. So I was like, hey, Damian Priest, Archer of Infamy, he uses his hands, right? Sure. And then, of course, Back to the Future gimmick with Kushida. So I thought the Hands of Time. Why not? We got Harlem Gold. That's pretty self-explanatory. Harlem Heat, and, you know, Arya likes money and gold. So that's one I'm going to be changing real soon, if you guys have any opinions on that one. Of course, we have Heart Foundation. Put Natalya in there as well, so that's another layer in that tag team as well. We have Imperium. Now, Marcel Bartel is on SmackDown, and Walter and Fabian Eichner and Alexander Wolf are on Raw. But I just thought I'd put them... Why split them up, you know? I mean, they're a power group, so why not keep them together? Legado del Fantasma also on SmackDown. We got The Miz and Mansoor. I think... I don't know what the story is behind this one. But Mansoor is just kind of... Maybe he's going into Bollywood and he wants to, you know, he wants Miz to mentor him in his acting career, and he's following him all over the place. Maybe that's the story. I don't know. Mustache Mountain. I don't know why they're still here, but maybe we bring them in later. I'm gonna keep them in because neither of them are drafted, and we might bring them in later. Maybe that's the other team we bring in for SmackDown. Who knows? We have Soldados del Sol, the Soldiers of the Sun. We have Rey Mysterio and Kalisto. Pretty self-explanatory there. And of course, we have The Throne, Kyle O'Reilly and Chad Gable. They think of themselves as, you know, the most technical, most hard-hitting wrestlers in WWE and the world. So they've self-proclaimed themselves as the Throne of WWE, the Throne of Wrestling, if you will. And it's going to be hard to topple them off that throne. Those are the tag teams. And we're ready to go, dude. We're ready to go for the first official episode of the Universe Mode.